I can say now with this other venture or journey, but like I can look back on it and just be truly happy that it all ended the way it did, and losing the things that I lost and all those things pertaining to that. Like a part of me died, but in the best way possible, because I was reborn from it.
Ambition Threads isn't doing his thing, but you still embody that.
That type of vulnerability does create strength. It kind of creates the man in a strength way. The more you're able to be self-aware of those moments and feel them and recognize them and change them if needed or build on them if needed, there's no comfortability in growth. I'm super just grateful to like be a husband and a dad. I never thought I could do it ever. That's the medal of honor that I'll wear till the day I die. It's sick, dude.
One word for this season.
Hey, one word. Exciting.
What is up, everybody? This is Joe Adams, and welcome to the Relentless Pursuit Podcast. What we do on this podcast is bringing guests from all different backgrounds, all different walks of life to share their journey and everything along the way that led them to where they're at today. We're here to make an impact, and that is what we do. So if that is for you, like, subscribe, all those wonderful things. And if that is not for you, I don't know what your problem is, but it's time to jump on board today. Thank you. But without further ado, we've been talking for 40 minutes. I would love to introduce today's guest. He's a 4, 5, 6-time guest, something like that. Back for the 5th or 6th time, my good friend, Tylor Gentry.
I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it.
Dude,
I've been on here a lot.
you have been on here a lot.
Honestly, I don't deserve it, but thank you.
No, dude, you do. Man,
it's beautiful.
You've always brought value into my life, and I'm grateful for it, man.
Same.
Tylor,
Same.
welcome.
Hey, it feels right.
Yeah.
Feels right.
It's your first time in this space, too.
Yeah, this is, I told you probably in the 45 minutes that we've been talking since I got here, but this is a vibe. I really like it. I like the future.
I appreciate
like the
it, man.
future too.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's, and being in a place you don't really know what it looks like, and that's good.
It's
but
beautiful.
You believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
It's the flag in the ground, brother.
Yeah. 100%.
It's the flag in the ground. You know where you're going? I'm just really not sure how to get there.
I'm just sailing, dude. I'm looking for new land.
I am sailing away.
Hell yeah, man. Well, it's good to have you, bro. We've always had we've both been through crazy seasons of ups and downs. Tylor, you could find him through all the episodes. He was like, you're my first recorded episode.
Looking at the picture wall, I don't know. Was I the first?
You recorded with me before that.
Oh yeah.
We didn't get a picture.
That's right.
That's not when this officially started, but
yeah, that was, good God. Yeah. I forgot about that. And then I remember the episode, it's 3 up there, the 3rd picture. And then we had, the whiskey debate with Roy.
Oh boy.
Which still needs to be released.
You could talk to the other guy.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And then came back a couple years ago. Oh God, I got 2 up there. I don't know, man.
There's been a lot of changes since then.
Man, it's a good milestone marker for me for sure. Yeah, to tell you that means the world to me. So I'm forever grateful.
Right on, man. Hell yeah.
Forever grateful.
Before we roll into it, this episode is brought to you by Fresh Coat Surfaces.
Do you want to transform your home? Do you have a dream that you're like, wow, these dull, faded walls could use some life? Fresh Coat Surfaces. Quality, trusted, and always there to meet your needs. Give us a call, Fresh Coat Surfaces, 615-542-7612, and we will transform your home, your business, and if you can hold it down long enough, we'll paint it, okay? Fresh Coat Surfaces. At Fresh Coat Surfaces, everywhere you can find us. Back to your show.
Damn.
Dude.
That got my heart rate up.
I was trying to, I put your ad read as an ad for us.
Yeah.
And every time it comes on, I'm like, oh, look at it. It's beautiful.
You like that?
Oh, I love it. So I tried to remember it, but probably screwed it up. No.
Tylor, thank you for that. And
thank you.
Yeah, dude, this has already been a great catch up.
Yeah, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it.
Yeah, you do deserve it.
I do beautiful.
What does life look like for you today?
Just
briefly.
Husband of going on, this will be year 4 officially. 2 daughters, 12 and, it should be 12 Saturday. Sorry. 12 and 2. growing like weeds,
Good God.
experiencing two very different phases of life. Business owner, and I'm just putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, man. You're doing it, dude.
Yeah, man.
You're doing it. I know
Yeah.
you're out there busy, man. I see you.
It's crazy. It's
I
crazy.
see you.
It's a blessing.
We've always had this mutual respect too of that.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't get butthurt about not texting each other for 3 weeks.
Yeah. That's my favorite friendships.
Yeah. Those are
Yeah.
the best. Those are the best.
What
Yep.
feels different about life right now?
What feels?
Yeah. What feels grounded? What feels heavy?
Yeah. Interesting season. I would say what feels good. I mean, all things with family and those things, I've been trying to put as much time into that as possible.
Yeah.
Business feels good, unstable, but not in a chaos way, in a very, just growing. Growing is a very weird feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you could probably go back and listen to multiple episodes. You and I get to speak the blessing of being friends. I'm positive 95% of the time.
Yeah.
So everything's great.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting season. I've hit like multiple, things health wise, and nothing severe, nothing crazy, but just, multiple different seasons of life.
Yeah.
So I would say my faith, my family, and my overall day-to-day life is pretty solid.
I love
for the
that.
most part.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
What does leadership look like in your home?
Good God.
Yeah.
Growing every day. That's another, that kind of falls into place with what I was saying. But last time I was on here was my entrance to my journey of becoming a man.
Yeah.
Because not that I didn't have good examples, but I just had a skewed view of what a man is. I'm on this journey to provide, protect, and offer myself as a sacrifice to my family and everything.
When did you first feel that pressure of manhood or to be a man?
So when I met my wife, so my oldest is my stepdaughter. When I met her, it started when the closer we got to marriage, I was like, okay, like I need to have some foundation. I need to, lead by example and not just fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. Man, there's so many different definitions of what being a man is nowadays.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's skewed a little in some ways, and other ways it's spot on.
Yeah.
But mine was just very different. Very different. Not in a bad way or a good way. It was just kind of like, I'm gonna do my own thing. And that's not it at all.
No, it doesn't work like that.
That's not it at all.
It's about becoming the whole man over time.
Yeah. It's a long journey. I hope I haven't got there yet.
No, you're always gonna grow in that, man.
Yeah.
Who would you say taught you to be a man?
Obviously Christ. I've the last 2 years have been pretty spiritual, if you will. The growth that I've experienced has been out of this world.
Has there been distance and closing?
Closing? I think there's always that. We're humans, so we're always going to step in and think we know better. Whatever you believe. I think I know better sometimes, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Yeah. But there's always ebbs and flows. But I would say ultimately, Christ for sure. And then just kind of in my journey, my dad and I have always been close, but it's been a different relationship recently just because I have kids and my own family, and kind of watching him, he still molds me to this day. I mean, I'll call him when I leave here and he'll tell me I'm not working hard enough and, riding around in my truck. But he's also much more compassionate and much more empathetic these days because he loves my kids and loves my wife and just loves the, kind of grandfather aspects. So it's a different perspective than before. He was like trying to raise a hellion.
I mean,
in me, not my brothers, but yeah.
I wonder what he would say if you asked him.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be an interesting thing. I've always wanted to dive in with him on that. I don't know. I'd be very curious myself. I mean, he's a lot better today about, he tells me he's proud and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
not that he's not a bad dude. When I was a kid, I needed a lot more less of that and more of like, hey, I'll kill you. You know, I needed that. Yeah. But yeah, I'd be curious of that myself. And then there's also guys like I have brothers, you know, that I've grown up with. My actual brothers are good men, and a couple guys in my Bible study. You know, just kind of I have a great group of men in my life that I can bounce off of and learn from. So it's been pretty pivotal.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And I like what you said, you know, you talked about that spiritual path, man. Yeah. I think part of the growth in it is sometimes being led away and then coming back, right? Yeah. It's kind of this constant push and pull. Yeah. Like you feel real close to it, but then there's like an area where you're like, dude, I just don't feel like spiritually sound at the moment as per usual. And it gravitate back to it. But I think
absolutely
you do things to gravitate to it. So this is constant growth. It's
constant growth, but it's also shrinking that window every time.
It shouldn't be comfortable.
It shouldn't be. It's not going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no shouldn't to it. It won't.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. It's just like anything else. Like there's no comfortability in growth. It's awful the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not awful, but it's awful.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You mentioned something too, though, about, I'll say it lightly and I'll let you take over, like alcohol and procrastination.
Yeah.
So,
that was a distance season. I have an addictive personality.
How long ago was this?
It has always been a struggle, always will be some sort of struggle. I'm just trying to shrink that window.
Yeah.
But recently, like over the holidays, I lost my mom's side of the family within the last 2 years. So it was all literally like a domino effect. It kept weighing, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Each family member that was lost. The last one, how deep you want to go?
Dude, deep. Go deep as you like.
The last, my uncle, my uncle, I actually found him in his house. He had been there, passed away for, probably 10 to 14 days. Ugh. Walked in, it was like instantly. So that one really took a toll on me. Yeah. Waited about, till I have this weird defect. I don't know if it's a defect. I just push it all away, and I'm just like, it's cool. Like, it's supposed to have, all the positive things. Then over time, it'll compile. Around Thanksgiving, it just kept getting heavier and heavier, and, that's what you think at the time is good is alcohol, and you're just like, I'll just get 5 or 6 deep, and I won't think about it anymore because I'll just think about having a good time.
Oh yeah.
And it was every day for a while, dude. Just in it to win it, just like everything else, But yeah, and then that turns into distance from God and distance from just everything that means to you.
Yeah.
And so that turned into procrastination of just not wanting to try as hard and getting in a rut, basically.
Yeah. Not like feeling things and like compilation of stuff, and probably like progress,
all of it.
I know, like lately I've been like procrastinating a lot. Like, dude, I've never doom scroll, but for the last couple months, like it's at night and I'll push going to bed and I'll be like, my sleep's been lacking. And it's just like, I've realized like the more forward progress has come into my life, like I'm having all this stuff in motion that's like I've never seen.
Yeah. And
it's really cool. But as my life's moving forward, so are things behind me I didn't realize are always kind of like, hey, I'm here. They kind of come with that, and it's keeping that distance.
It's it's paralyzing.
Yeah.
In some ways. Constantly wanting to get better and grow there are stages I feel I could say it because I'm kind of in it, but there are stages of so much at one time or just so much compiled over time that it feels as if it's so overwhelming that the only thing you can result to is doom scrolling or drinking and clearly that's not the right, that's not the answer.
No.
The answer is maybe it is taking a day off or relaxing or picking those things, and ultimately it's just giving it away. That's the best part about Christianity is that it's not all on your shoulders. And that's the toughest thing to do because you still think you know it all.
Yeah.
So it's it's overwhelming from time to time.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. I process things a little bit differently. And I realized this recently because I was just really feeling a lot of stuff from the past, right? And I was like, dude, I have still like holding on to some resentment and some of this, some of that. I thought I figured it out, but like I'm really good at understanding it. Like, you know how I write about things. Like I could put out a piece and understand it through that. Like this happened, led to this, but this is like the healing process. And I can like write it out beautifully or like paint a picture of it really well. But I don't like the deeper work, the feeling it.
Yeah.
That's
You're like,
I don't really feel it. I don't like emotionally process it yet. And then it all hits me at once and I'm just like, you know?
Yeah, it's makes no sense when it's in your head, but when it's out there, you're like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Processes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very very accurate.
Exactly. And so man, and you're in a season, it sounds like that you're just still growing through some things, man. And I mean, as we all are, but there's some things you're self-aware of it. And that's the key right there. But it's like taking action to really shift it.
Yeah. It doesn't feel I'm equating it to new levels, new devils.
Yeah.
Is how I like to look at it. But it's feels all brand new. A 10,000 foot view. It's the same struggles that I probably went through 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yeah.
Just hits a different way in a different area or whatever the case may be. But again, if you're a pattern recognition person, like you'll see, like it comes in waves. There's always good to come out of it, always. Yeah. And that's, again, shrinking the window of, this week, this year it was 2 months of depression, or this month it was 3 months of this, or whatever the case may be. It's shrinking that window next time because I know it's inevitable. Like, if I just stayed the exact same, nothing else would happen. And then 5 years from now, I'll be pissed at myself.
100%, dude. And I think it's just like, we're still as men and like, hearing you and then me kind of talking about how it takes me so long to really face stuff. It's still so deeply ingrained in us as men to be like, to just deal with it.
Just shield it.
And just focus on what's ahead and just deal with it. And like, it's so deeply ingrained because I'm like, dude, like I've tried so hard to just crack it, but it's just generational.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I'm part of putting together a men's retreat with some people later this year. And my friend, she's got all these modalities like that EVOX treatment. I talked to you about that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
She does all kinds of things like that. So we're doing this retreat with a lot of these healing modalities.
Interesting.
But it's not going to be like you're going to be crying on a pillow. Like I'm coming in because I understand brotherhood. I understand masculinity. And like I've been doing that shit for a while. I understand it on that level. I mean, I've done a lot of healing work, but I understand those things, like bringing men together, challenge them for, get them to step in the fire, initiation, all that stuff is extremely important. And so kind of bringing it full circle instead of having just like this tough man's retreat or just like, we're going to cry. Let's merge it. It's not about becoming one type of man. It's becoming the whole man. Right.
The man.
Yeah. So like really forcing yourself to work on those things, face some things, communicate it with other people, feel some shit, but also stepping into the fire and like testing yourself in ways you didn't think and like
100%. Yeah.
And creating extremely powerful bonds. So
vulnerability, that type of vulnerability does create strength. It doesn't feel like it because, I'm a big crier.
Me too.
Time. I know. Yeah. That's why I said it. But I'm a big time crier. I could give you ridiculous examples and actual ones.
Just cry.
I'm a big crier. I get emotional. Yeah. But that creates a level of, it kind of creates the man, in a way, in a strength way. The more you're able to be self-aware of those moments and feel them and recognize them and change them if needed or build on them if needed, that is what, like you said, that creates the whole picture versus just, I'm just a tough guy. Yeah. Or I'm just really sensitive.
Yeah.
It's like you can do all those things. Being a girl dad, I'm sure you would attest to that. Like that shows you
100%.
That you have to have that other side too, or she's going to grow up being a drill instructor or something.
Yeah. Dude,
I think about that all the time.
I want her to be a whole woman, I want her to be capable. I want her to be, all the things that in a traditional sense, but also the other side, being
Absolutely.
capable to take care of herself. I mean, we're in a world of unknown ahead, right?
100%.
It's going to require a lot of different facets of the human.
It calls for the whole thing. It
Yeah.
doesn't call for half-assing it.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
And I think we're at a very pivotal time in time as far as that goes. I think our generation is very like at the forefront of kind of bridging this gap.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
I've talked about this a lot lately because there's there's such extremes.
Yeah, that's a great way to say it. There's so many extremes to what it actually is supposed to be or look like. Ultimately, ain't nobody got it figured out.
No. Like prime example, you got masculinity, right? You got this side of it, you got this side of it.
Right.
You need to draw that. You need to create the whole.
Yeah, correct.
And I think we're just, like I said, that bridge. And I think it's so very important moving forward because obviously one way or the other is going to just, if you're this way, well, then the other side of things is going to come smack you. It's same thing on the other side. It's going to come smack you this way.
100%.
Either way, it's unavoidable, and you're going to have to face like the two different sides.
100%.
So
it's all about facing uncomfortability.
Yeah.
I'm really good at being emotional, not the best at being tough.
Yeah.
Got to face the toughness.
Yeah.
That just is what it is. That's the whole journey of doing it.
Yeah.
It's facing the uncomfortable.
110%.
Golly.
God. I just want to freak out.
That's a commercial.
Yeah. Move forward.
Yeah.
So for the viewers that don't know, like I said, he's been on here several times in the past. The first couple episodes, you had a brand called Ambition Threads, and that's how we got acquainted with one another. It was through your brand and ours, just kind of like collaborating and meeting at different places. And we've been friends as like brand owners in a sense with a very similar message and putting apparel out. And then, dude, you just went a different way. And so kind of talk about that a little bit and just to give a brief overview and I guess hit on the identity shift in business too.
Yeah, that was really big. I do have a quiet but loud ego. So, I don't outwardly show it, but inside it's the biggest struggle. I had Ambition Threads for 8 years. My business partner and I, Ryan, shout out to you, Ryan. Hopefully he'll probably listen to it because he's a G. But COVID hit. Long story short, had the brand. COVID hit, slowed everything down. Mm-hmm. I went back to work with my uncle, who's had a painting business for 30 years. Was working for him, all while still trying to rebuild and kind of get our feet back. Ryan and I got together actually during COVID. And then it started to, pick up steam. And then in that same realm, meeting my wife and just trying to get out of debt and all those things, I started taking on my own personal painting jobs on the side. So I would go work for my uncle all day, come home, paint, and then stay up 2-3 hours extra to work on Ambition, wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. the next morning, work on Ambition, go to work. It was just a cycle. Yeah. And brought back some steam enough for that brand. Ryan and I were both doing a pretty good job. And then all of a sudden the painting started taking off. So I was like, okay, this is crazy. Both brands are kind of, getting back at it, and left my uncle just focused on painting full time by myself, and just came to a crossroads of like, okay, what gets you to the goal is potentially not what brought you here, Yeah. Somebody out there on the internet says that way better than what I just did, but you get it. Like, I have these dreams and ambitions for myself, my family, my community, all these things. And it just didn't, the clothing side of things just didn't kind of fit in it anymore.
Not to cut you off, but like because, we've talked a lot about this, but it's crazy you say that because I still got the brand, but again, it's that pivot evolved. Point, like still moving towards those things. Yeah. But while it's not what it was for exactly 4 years or whatever. Right. It changed. And so into something completely different.
Yeah. It's just dressed different.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Like, so we pivoted.
Yeah. And it's very hard to make those decisions, mm-hmm. Especially when, you spend any length of time doing, we did it for 8 years. My whole identity was built into that business. Yeah. I was the ambition guy. Like, from social media to like actual in person. Like I didn't, and not that that was a bad person. It was just, I was the brand.
Yeah.
And I've always been that way through everything I've done growing up that I've been obsessed with. But yeah, just reached that hard decision moment of like, okay, do we just like keep the, cause it's just as well as I do, business in general is, but like clothing is a very it's just a grind.
It is.
From, like I said, talking business, like margins are crazy and
upfront investment,
manufacturing, and upfront, like you have no capital, then you have tons of capital, then you have no capital. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I was at the stage of this kind of transition, and Ryan and I both just, looked at it as man, it's just, we just don't have the fire to do it.
Yeah.
And that was a very difficult decision for me. Again, treating it like losing my family. Like I didn't think about it for like the first 6 months that it was gone. And then it all started coming back of like, this is never going to work. Like I'm never going to do anything else other than this.
Yeah.
And fast forward to 6 and 7 employees and team members, I like to say, but 7 team members and a thriving business that's continuously growing. It's like, clearly it was, clearly it was dressed different and it was time to pivot. But holding on to the ego is always hard. I mean, I still think about bringing it back all the time. Like me and Ryan talk weekly, and I'm like, wow, just one more, we could do it.
Just like one
just
release,
one run, just do one run,
sell it out.
Yeah, but no, it humbling, man, humbling. And I'm sure, we've talked about this a lot. We've licked our wounds together. Yeah. And it's, but gosh, damn, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me, man.
Oh yeah.
And I relate that time period a lot like people view college. Like I dropped out of college to start the clothing. So the life that I got to live during that time was so like the learning experiences and the craziness and just all the things, losing a ton of money, making some money, relationships, clearly, just speaking on me and you, like, even Ryan, like Ryan's one of my best friends and I would never met him if it weren't for Ambition Threads. So I look at that time as like, oh, I wouldn't trade it back for nothing.
Oh yeah.
Like,
you got to think you got to have gratitude in all those aspects.
Yeah.
Every single aspect of it,
gratitude and the chaos is like, I mean, dude, it was huge. It was huge. And now I can say now, not only just because I'm in it with this other venture or journey, but like I can look back on it and just be truly happy that it all ended the way it did, and losing the things that I lost and all those things pertaining to that. Like a part of me died, but in the best way possible because I was reborn from it. Yeah.
I think that's very important too, man, is just like, I don't know, understanding that you've evolved in the way you should. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the way I look at it is like, Ambition Threads isn't doing his thing, but you still embody that.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're still like, it's not like a quit thing. It's like you just evolved into a different direction.
Yeah. That was the hardest struggle for me, was the quit.
Yeah.
I'm just quitting.
That's what I thought when I left the old building.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm quitting. I got this big vision with this, but that wasn't what the vision was supposed to be. Exactly. It was like, Joe, let go of that.
Yeah.
Let go of control, Joe.
The meme, it's a meme out there, but it's a Jesus meme, but it really does like encompass that. It's like there's this little girl and she's got a little teddy bear and she doesn't want to give up the little teddy bear, and behind his back Jesus has the big version of that same teddy bear, and she's like, I don't want to give it up, and he's like, if you'll trust, what's ahead is far greater than you could ever imagine. It's not easy to see though.
Just trust it.
Just trust in where you're going. Like it's there, but that's like the most true thing ever, because when you're in it and like getting ready to quote unquote quit, you're just like, I'm a quitter. I'm not giving it up. I'm going to ride this thing all the way to the ground. Yeah. And then just like that, light switches on and you're like, what?
110%, man.
Will tell you one piece of advice, that I had the biggest slice of humble pie yesterday. You and I will always relate on the brand, like being the most important. And in my opinion, it'll always be. Yeah. Like brand is far more important. Oh yeah. People see the logo. It's just like Nike. Like when you see Nike, they're getting it done. That's what brand is. Like you trust it, you know it, all that. I'll always be on that. but you do got to feed the beast. And that's the problem with today and age of building a business is, or doing anything, but specifically speaking on business, that's the problem of we do have to feed the beast. And the beast now ever changes as far as, you know, capacity or viewership, you know, how long people are watching stuff, like whatever it is, or what, you know, virality, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Brand is the foundation because it's your voice. It's what you're giving. Like you're trying to obtain trust through your brand.
Yeah.
Always remains the same.
Yeah.
But there is a level, and we're entering into that now. Like literally we started yesterday when I had the realization that I was wrong and don't know anything. But you do have to feed the beast.
What do you mean as far as like
feeding the beast?
I guess what kind of things to fall into?
So not to get too spiritual, but we're called to not be of the world, right? Yeah. Like Christianity really speaks on like you want to be different than everyone else. People are supposed to look at you and know that you follow Jesus or you know
that you walk the walk. Yeah,
that's exactly right.
100%.
So when it comes to pertaining to marketing, to me, that's brand. Like that's religious of business is walking the walk is my brand talk.
Yeah.
But in order to capture engagement and viewership of the world, you have to be worldly.
Yeah.
You just have to be different. So it's feeding the beast in the sense of like, I'll do my TikToks and do my dances, but it's always going to tie back to brand. That's what I mean by feeding the beast. Like it'll always like I reviewed like 50 videos this morning on TikToks of like, here's this idea, all this. And I'm just like, all I'm doing is okaying it. And then myself, my operations and my marketing team were like, yes, let's do this, but this is how we make it this.
Yeah.
Like this is how we make it painting, or this is how we make it brand. That to me, outside looking in is like, all right, well, we're just going to do the same crap that everybody else does. When in reality, we're just going to change it up a little bit. We're going to be a little different.
Yeah. I mean, you're not selling out. You're just like,
you're feeding the beast.
You're feeding the beast. You're like playing enough in the system while staying like maintaining your integrity, right?
But it's the slowest process because if you lead with brand and you don't lead with, let's just go viral and then sell.
Yeah.
To where we are like, nope, we have a flag in the ground and we're going to sell this flag until everyone needs a flag. I'm the same way. Yeah. I literally, that's how I sell everything. Yeah. I'm like, no, this is what you need.
That's the shit that lasts though.
That's what I'm saying. It's the slowest growth, but it's longevity over time.
So trying to strip away that, right? The label of things. Cause I think that like, that forces a wedge between human connection, man. I actually just wrote a piece about this. So it brings unity. The thing is unity to me in the sense of like, oh, we're all just one.
That's not unity.
No, that's not unity. That's bullshit. When I think unity properly, you think about a 1,000-piece puzzle. There's all these different pieces. Yeah. They're all fucking different. They look a little bit different. They're shaped a little different. They go in a certain spot. But when you zoom back, you look at this beautiful piece and you realize every piece fits together how they should.
It's exactly how it's supposed to be.
But bullshit unity is when you take everybody and it's like, hey, one way on all these different things, we need to agree. And then it just looks like a blob and it looks like shit.
Take that puzzle and you just bundle it up and throw it in the box. That's the unity displayed.
Exactly.
This is not a business podcast, but this is business. Business is exactly like that, especially when you hire people, train people. It is not how you think we're going to get there, completely different than me. But
oh yeah,
if we both believe that we're getting there, that's a puzzle.
Oh yeah, dude.
This piece has no idea what the puzzle's supposed to look like, but very integral part of this puzzle.
110%.
That's business in a nutshell. Yeah. That's why I love business, is because it correlates flawlessly with every department of life. Every department.
What would you say success meant to you 10 years ago?
10 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh God. Money, women, cars, houses, Like, yeah,
Grills.
every
Chains.
rap video you've ever seen from 2002 to 2008.
Man, dude, it is kind of crazy how like
No, I mean, not, you know, yeah, just material, just things to show status.
Yeah.
You know, like I was really to a young man that is very attractive to every young man, I feel, to a certain degree.
A lot of influencers sell that.
Yeah, I mean, it's still sold today. Sex money, drugs, and all that's sold today. So yeah, it got me for sure 10 years ago. Yeah, I would argue.
What does it look like now?
I don't want to say completely opposite. Definitely don't want cars, stuff like that. Like material is a different avenue for me in my life.
Yeah.
I understand that the value in it, but it's more of, I'll just say that I'm successful today. I'm very successful.
Yeah.
Do I want more? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I want material things more? Not really. I mean, you know, we bought a house middle of last year, and the moment we got done renovating and moving in, I'm like, all right, what's the next one?
Yeah.
So, and it's not I want a $5 million house. It's more of like what could we do for this family at the next house? Because I think this house will be a very big moment for my kids.
Yeah.
It is, you know. But what does the next one look like? You know?
Yeah, that's the most important like material goal of mine is to get my family on some land out in the country, man.
Yeah. Especially after watching Yellowstone, like I want a ranch.
Yeah, dude.
It's so stereotypical, but
I wouldn't ride a horse. I'd just be riding like a bull, like a longhorn. I'd be on a longhorn
I would,
or a Clydesdale.
I would do that. No, I've always, you know, my grandfather had a farm. And they used to do dairy cows and beef cattle and stuff like that. So I kind of grew up in that because when I was racing dirt bikes, we had a track on one of his properties. And so I'd always wanted land and things like that. Now, what goes on that land has definitely shifted over the last 25 years. I'd still love a dirt bike track. That'd be awesome. But I'd probably
I want to get Ozzy into dirt bikes. I want to get us dirt bikes.
It's so rad.
I think land in a home, though, like that's different, man. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
You know, to me, and it's not to knock people in big houses here in Brentwood.
Yeah.
But like, I would never take like one of these houses and put it in Brentwood. Like, I would love to see that half of that house on 20 acres.
Oh, 100%.
Somewhere way cheaper, you know, like I think a lot of it could be status. And like, I just don't want to be that close to, that's a personal thing. And I'm sure some people do it for that.
And also when you're, this is going to sound very like pretentious of me, but I don't mean it this way, but like, yes, most of the time I would say, I can't confidently say most of the time, but let's just say 50% of the time, it's probably ego material driven.
Yeah.
Like it's just very like, I want a big house and a Ferrari, but also too from like what I've learned, like I am not a millionaire by any means. I'm very blessed financially because we don't make a lot, but we are very smart. Yeah. Anyway, I would imagine that there is a percentage of those people that buy these homes because it's a very massive tax write-off and very beneficial from that perspective.
Yeah.
So that's why I've never knocked that, like kind of, you know, I do believe in excess and like, okay, you probably don't need 4 of those. You probably just have 1 would be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, from that perspective, like you probably have a $3 million home because like, it looks great on taxes, you know, and I'd rather buy a $3 million home than give it all to the government.
100%, dude.
So yes, there's that perspective, which has evolved over time as well. But no, yeah, I look at it as, I'm in love with growth and moving forward and doing all those things. So yeah, it's innate in me to buy a home for my family and then immediately look at, okay, now can we put this on 30 acres and get some cattle, maybe some chickens, you know,
or even just enough to survive, man.
Or truthfully speaking, like we don't need that to survive. Like it's truly a blessing that we even got everything that we have. Like,
without a doubt.
Everything that we have. But I was also blessed with the mentality that I have. So I try to use it for my good. And that's where my brain tends to go. Now, if it's not in the cards for me, like I'm great where I'm at. Like I love my neighborhood. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, success has definitely changed.
Yeah.
Watching kids grow up is probably, and 10 years ago, I was not having kids. I was not getting married. I was not doing any of that. And where I am today, like I would love 47 kids. I mean, like probably not that many, but like I would have more kids.
Wait, what's
like,
your name?
Yeah. Like that. Yeah. But I would have more kids and just enjoy that. Like
Success is so simple now. Like the idea of it, right? It's simplified. Like, that's to what it's.
That's a great, that's the best perspective I've seen. Yeah. It's very simple.
I had somebody, because, I don't know, people talk about me. Someone blasted me on Facebook. I told you about that, right? And he was like, you just fool everybody thinking you're successful and you don't got shit. I'm like, yeah, dude, the last few years have been hard on me financially, but I'm still afloat, still got a home. It's been a battle, but like I needed to be humbled that way. Like at one point I had a lot of money. Yeah. I needed to be humbled that way. But guess what, dude? Like, dude, my daughter is obsessed with me. Like we are tight. My wife, we are so tight, and she cooks for me all the time. Like we got such a beautiful thing, dude. I haven't fooled nobody, man. I'm successful as hell. And if whatever picture you paint of it, if it doesn't fit that, that's fine with me. But I know for me, I'm a successful man.
Yeah. I think that's really it. Is whatever you define it. Like
exactly. And that's going to be individual.
If you define it financially, I'm not successful. At least even to my standards, I'll get what I need to get. Yeah. Like, and that's that's the grounding for me is, I've never gone without and over time without, like, it's such a smaller, like, I don't need I could live in a freaking trailer with my kids and my wife and be like, we're killing it. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
we're good
this
to go.
Is rad,
Hell yeah. I love that.
But yeah, it's definitely changed over time. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. So moving forward from that, I think you kind of lightly touched on earlier, just like alignment and tension. Yeah. Like alignment at home, tension in business, right? Yes. Why alignment home and why attention?
It's rooted back in that foundation, man. It's the biggest accomplishment that I've ever achieved and will cherish it until the day I die is having a family. Yeah. And I treat it that way. I do my best to treat it that way. I've stumbled just like the rest of us, but having a family is something that no matter what else is going on, I can come home and we can run around the playroom upstairs and watch Yellowstone together and like do family stuff at home. And it's all quiet everywhere else. Yeah. So having that has just been foundational for me. Yeah. And, business is business, it's however big you want to go or however small you want to be. It's always going to have its craziness attached to it. There's always going to be something. There's always a fire to put out. There's always losing this to gain that, blah, blah, blah. And we're, like I've said previously, like we're just in a season of like, we've got new team members. We've got like, I'm just to give you a glimpse, like I'm learning on the fly how to build corporate structure for a company. And I don't even know what that is. I've never experienced that. I know what I need. Like I know what I need help with, and I know a lot of my weaknesses, not all of them, but like, so I'm trying to build that within this business, all while maintaining and continuing growth and efficiencies and all the things of that. So it's a lot.
Yeah, dude.
And it's, we spoke about this off camera, but like, there's no real blueprint for it. There is a blueprint for things like this. Like, I could YouTube how to build a corporate structure for a company. Like that's easy, but like that doesn't necessarily fit my business or my lifestyle.
The blueprint can get you started.
It can get you started. Exactly. But it's always refining and things like that. And that's kind of the season that I'm in of it's building and growing, but it's also just putting a system to it and then just tightening the screw every day of, and there are some days where that screw comes completely out and I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Yeah. And then it's, putting that fire out to build on to the next one. But yeah, it's just growing, it's growing pains. It's just like being 13, going on 14, going into high school, you're experiencing an unknown, having no idea what's going to happen. Like looking back on it, you get in there and you're like, I had a great time, or, things ended up working out or whatever.
Would you say that, sorry to interrupt, would you say that, I talked about this earlier, the harder days outnumber the it's so crazy, but you're like, you love that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found so much, I wouldn't want to go into every day being good. I like the tough days because there's so much value, but like the wins are so significant that come.
Yeah. I would, this is a hot take. You've always kind of stood to that. We've always kind of agreed on that. I'm to the point now, I'm entering into that point now. Now, again, like bad days are just bad days for everybody. Like, and I'm sure I have not had it nearly as hard as some people have, self included, like motorcycles and just all that. Like,
it's all
my
around.
life doesn't compare to. I've been through some hard shit, but like, I don't know if I could do it right. Whatever. But I look at I love it all. I love it.
Yeah, same.
Like there's no difference to me today on a really, really good day versus a shit day. Like, yes, probably in the moment, it's like, all right, I'm going home. I'm done. I don't want to do it. Looking back in the last 5 years, I'm like, God, this has been awesome.
Yes.
And that is a very hard muscle to train. I mean, that's not easy, dude. I always put that positive persona on because I love life, but like
Same.
It still gets you, dude.
Oh yeah. There's still those moments
all the time.
It comes full circle though to what you said, like, and we were talking about like the alignment in the home.
Yeah.
Because that's what, that brings it all into alignment. Like I could have the worst job. I go work every day, but dude, coming home to my home,
sick.
I'll go back to work tomorrow.
100%.
I'll do it every day.
100%.
If I get to come home to that, man.
100%.
And I think that's like a lot of people's disconnect is they don't have that in both places. And that's where people end up, I think things turn into something else, unfortunately.
Well, then you turn into a victim.
Yeah.
It's nothing ever goes right for me. I got a crappy job and I don't like going home. And it's like, golly, man, that, and I empathize with people, but ultimately, like you're never going to make me believe that everything's always bad. Ever.
Yeah.
Now, again, delusional optimist over here. I'm just like, I got my arm blown off. Dude, it's fine. I got a left arm. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy. I understand that, but you never make me believe that it's always bad, like ever.
Well, and like if you always look at everything as bad, like you get to that point, then you're going to keep running into that.
Always.
Until you shift your perspective.
It'll find you.
And you find the value in the bad.
It'll find you.
Yeah.
And if you find the value in the bad, I think that's ultimately where I'm in that season of like, yeah, I'm in the bad, quote unquote, but like, this is sick.
Yeah, life's good, dude.
Yeah. Like I don't know what the hell else I'd do. I could tell you that.
Somebody messaged me and asked me how I was doing. And, I was like, I'm well, I'm good. But I could sit there and list like, there's these struggles.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm grateful, man. Life's good. That's like,
what else do you need to say?
What does it do to explain it at all? Like the truth is exactly that.
Yeah. I used to say, it kind of reminded me of this, but like I used to say, hey, Tyler, who are you and what do you do? And I was like, oh, I'm a business owner and I'm a this, and then I got a family. And now it's like, that has completely shifted because like, everybody goes to work. Everybody has struggles. Everybody falls. Everybody rises, all this stuff. But like, I just care about what's important to me.
Yeah.
And yes, my business is, but like I'd throw it all away and go work at Amazon if I had to.
Yeah.
I'd do it 100%.
100%.
If that made my wife happy and my kids happy, all right, cool.
You're good.
It's going to suck. My ego's going to like fight you for it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
As long as they're good, I'm good. We are good.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of shifting into something a little heavier. When did your mom pass? Did we talk on the podcast?
I don't know.
I don't think we talked about that.
I don't think so. Mom passed April, day before her birthday, her 60th birthday, 61st birthday. I can't remember. April 8th.
She and I almost had the same birthday.
Yours is
April 6th.
6th. That's right. Hers was the 9th. April 8th, it'll be, I think this is the 4th year. Yeah, the year that, no, I'm sorry, 3rd year. Yeah, 3 years ago. In 23.
So maybe we did speak. I don't know if we
We
really
might
touched
have.
on
I
much.
probably didn't talk about it. Knowing
Okay.
me, I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen.
Do you feel, I just got a couple questions
of
based
course.
off
Changed my
that.
life, man.
Yeah.
Changed my life.
Well, that's a good place to start. You know, what changed in you when she passed?
I realized a lot of issues that I have.
It opened your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of good things, a lot of bad things. Like, I'm not, like, we didn't have the greatest relationship, especially the closer she got to passing. This is not the podcast to get judgment, but she was a struggling addict for ever, as long as I can remember. So when I was of age to understand it was kind of when there was like a slight wedge. And then her and I were if she were sitting right here, it would be the funniest. I mean, she's like the life of the party.
Yeah.
So that's where I get it from. I know.
Yeah.
So her and I would butt heads on that constantly. But just a lot of those issues rose up when realizing that she was gone, of like, it did hit me of like, you don't realize what you have until it's actually gone, and it was like, damn, I wish I'd have so many I wishes of, I should have fixed this, or I wish I would have like called her the day before and been like, hey, love you, and those are not regrets by any means. 'Cause we all knew we loved each other, but it was just those moments of like, man, I really wish. And it showed me like, maybe I don't love as hard as I should, or maybe I don't do for others like I should, because I did a lot, but did I do enough? You never know. You never know if you do enough, but it's taught me, I mean, dude, I have a dark humor bone in me. Okay.
Same.
But I know for a fact, I know her heart ultimately, and she'd be pumped. And she'd probably, like, if I said that to her, she'd be like, you're an idiot. Okay. Like, of course you did. There, like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, she'd clown me just like everybody else, everybody close to me would.
Yeah.
She's just, yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously you basically stated the things you inherited from her. What do you think on a deeper level you may have taken from her that she didn't realize?
I haven't thought about this in a couple weeks, so thanks for making my brain spin. What have I taken from her? One thing that I've been just forever, like, she, in the best ways, she would always tell me, and if I get choked up, I apologize, but don't take it so serious, man. She would tell me that all the time, like, this shit ain't that serious, It's the same conversation we were having.
Yeah.
She loved her family and loved my brothers and did a really good job at that. And everything else, like all the little problems I'd bring to, like, hey, why don't you just laugh at it? Like, what's it going to solve you from getting held up in your room all day and not facing your problems? Like, she would always like laugh about it. She's the best laugher. So I still, to this day, I'm just like, dude, just don't take it so, like, it's not going to kill you, man.
I could gain something from that.
Yeah, it's huge, man. Like, my grandfather both, like, my grandfather was a pretty successful businessman and real estate investor. He was part owner of the Sounds, and he would always kind of say the same thing. That's where she got it too. But it was just like, dude, it's not going to kill you. You can let it kill you, but like, you get a business deal, like, are they going to hold a gun to your head? Like, just calm down. Everything's fine. And that's changed. I always knew it, but I really realized it when she passed.
Yeah.
Because then I was like, man, that's valuable. Like,
it is.
Don't take it so serious. Who cares? You're doing the best you can. That's all you got. That's literally all you got is the best you got.
Yes. take, and like, bridging that, like, there's things to take, like, I take life serious. But, like, because it's like, oh, we got this one chance, I believe in that, but it's like, sometimes that can be taking everything serious. And so it's understanding, like, taking life serious, but not everything outside of your control seriously.
That is what it means.
That's awesome.
It's the things that you can control it and do it. But ultimately, it's all right. Like it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to kill you. And if it does, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like you'll be a lot better off anyway, you know, you know, in a good place at least. But yeah, no, she instilled that like early. And like I said, it didn't hit me, but now I'm just like, yeah, man, like, don't get me wrong. I take the things that I'm supposed to very seriously, but I still, even in the midst of, I'm just going to laugh at it.
That value rings.
Yeah. Oh, it's huge. It's
I appreciate
huge.
that.
And man, I was going to say something and it's trying to slip my mind, but I'm not going to let it. Yep, I lost it. Shh. It was good too.
Damn it, dude. It's got to start over.
Yeah. It lowers your shoulders in pressure. Right. So, this is another big part that it taught me, but was, she always taught me to have fun. Right.
Yeah.
So my dad was the opposite. Even to this day, my dad's the opposite, but, like we're here to do the job. You do the job, you do it right. And there's no bull crap involved. Like you get it done, you get out of there and you go on to the next one. My mom was more of like hey, if you go in having fun, you'll do the best because you just don't care.
Yeah.
That's the mentality. Like the best races of my life when I was racing dirt bikes, I was on the line laughing at people, cutting up, talking crap. So translating that to everything that I do.
Yeah.
Like serious moments with my kids and my wife. I'm just like, or we could be dead, you know, you know, bringing light to it, having fun with it.
For
like,
sure.
It lowers your shoulders. There's not so much pressure because we will instinctually put pressure. Like I have pressure on me right currently as I sit here. I'm just like tense all the time. And it's one of those constant reminders of like, dude, just have fun. Like, don't forget you got in this to have fun anyway.
Right, yeah.
So what the hell are you doing worrying about it? You know,
Don't lose sight of that.
Yeah. Dude, it's huge.
If you could say something to her right now, what would you say?
Oh, you're going to make me cry, aren't you? You're trying to.
You don't have to answer that.
You're trying to.
No, I ask everybody this when they bring up loss. Yeah. This is like
yeah, I mean, there's tons of things. Sorry. Love you. If I could say one thing to her, I hope I did it right. Hope she's proud.
Yeah.
I don't fully commit or not commit. I don't fully advertise that you should do things to make others proud. But I do innately think that all of us have that level to our parents just because like the way I view it is like they gave me a chance even when I didn't deserve chances. So I would ask her, I would just say, man, I just hope I did it right for you. I hope you were, if you had something that you thought I was going down a wrong path, I hope you were wrong. Like in a very respectful way of like, I hope that what you did for me pushed me away from the wrong, you know?
Yeah.
And then if it was all right, like, man, I hope I did it how you thought, you know?
Thanks for sharing that, man.
Yeah, that's huge.
I can't speak for your mother, but I will say as your friend, someone that's known you for a little bit, dude, I am so proud of you.
Thank you, man.
I am extremely proud of you, man. Like I've got to witness your growth along the way and share these kind of conversations with you for years now. And it's been really cool. So for what it's worth. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I don't see how she wouldn't be.
Yeah. I knew she was, I'm sure she is, but, it's hearing it.
Yeah.
It's different, but yeah, she's, you'd love her.
Yeah. You'll hear it one of these days.
Oh yeah. We're gonna high five.
Yeah. I love that, dude. Thank you so much, man.
Oh no, thank you. That actually, I've never talked about that out loud. I'm sure I have to my wife, but, yeah, that actually lowered my shoulders a little bit. Thanks to.
Hey, thank you.
I need a drink before I cry again. I also am a psychopath and think of, I kind of use that as a motivator of some sorts.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I just take things that I value and love and say, what would happen if you lost it all? And then I work really hard. That's kind of weird, but it's almost like picturing the worst case scenario and being like, what would you do? You know, it's a huge motivator for me. Huge. I'm just like, what would you do if you came home and your whole family was just gone?
Oh God.
I'd be like, oh my God. Oh yeah. You sit in it for a second negatively and then you're like, ooh, but yeah.
It hit me. I was editing an episode for like the one I'm working on now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this guy went through addiction really bad, like heroin use and stuff,
Wow.
you know, and now he owns a sober living home and stuff. He's doing good stuff. He's been sober 8 years now. And he's talking about how, like, August last year, he walked in to his kitchen and his fiance was
Oh, no way, man.
dead, you know?
Oh, my gosh.
And he just hearing him talk about, like, he constantly thought about the day
Yeah.
they were getting married, which was in November, right? And he was talking about that. And he said, dude, it's just like, this gut-wrenching pain every day. I mean, like,
Can't
just hear
imagine.
how he feels. And it's like, oh, my God.
I can't
like,
imagine. Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine, dude.
I say that it's a motivator, but it's equally as motivating to know that she's at home when I get home.
I asked my wife this, and I think it's a very interesting question. I get to sit there and I just think. I'll put like sometimes at night I'll put like ambient music on, like 2-hour playlist, and I won't sit there the whole 2 hours, but it'll be like some really cool like graphic, and I'll just like turn all the lights off and I'll just have that playing. I'll just think about stuff.
That's
and
good.
Yeah, I really enjoy that. And I was like, you know, thinking about loss, and I was thinking about my family, and I was like, dude, you know, I think about like, oh my God, like it would be so terrible to lose my family. But what would be worse, like losing them, something happened to them, or something happened to me and leaving them behind in the world as it is, you know? And that's a weird thing.
Dude.
It's like, oh my God, like how do you answer that? Because I had this, like, I don't know. I'm not, personally for me, I think is leaving them behind, right? Because like they have to go through it, but they also have to live without you, right?
Well, your job is to rise up.
And to me, it's like, I'd much rather suffer without them
Correct.
than them me, right?
Correct. Yeah,
But it's still like, oh my God, but that suffering, I could never, isn't it crazy?
I had the exact same revelation meeting. We had this like financial advisor, and we were talking about health insurance. And I made fun of my wife when we left this meeting, but it changed my life. This was like 3 weeks ago, but it changed my life. Her not fear. It wasn't fear. But it was just her concerns of like, if I were to go first, right? And she was talking beside me, but she was talking to our advisor, and she was like, yeah, I mean, if he were to go, we would need an insurance policy or something like that set up to where everything gets paid for, because I wouldn't know how to do anything to get income without him.
Yeah.
Other than obviously her working, but like if his income went away, we would need a insurance to cover that, because she wouldn't know what to do. She wouldn't know how to run the business or nothing. Dude, light switch flipped. I was like, whoa. I'm in here thinking if I lost them, my whole life would be in shambles. But then as a man, I'm like, but I could leave the legacy of living on for them.
Yeah.
Never once thought about it.
Yeah, bro.
And I was like, God. Yeah. So now business wise, like I've always tried to build businesses to sell them and like make them optimize without me.
Yeah.
So in theory, yes, she could probably jump in. There's probably chaos in there that she'd have to get mad about, but but for the most part, she could do it.
Yeah.
And she's far more capable of doing it than I am anyway. But it changed my life of like, oh, like you might think you know, but you need to damn sure know.
Yeah.
Like anybody could come in place. Anybody, especially her. Because I don't take care of myself like she does.
Yeah.
You know, like it could happen. 100% could happen.
Yeah.
Never thought about it. Changed my life. I was like, this is amazing. This is the best. And I left there and I was like, thanks for ratting me out. You know? And she was like, I didn't mean that. I was just saying. And I was like, no, like that was the best
You needed that
thing I could have heard that day. Like that whole day I was on cloud 9. I was like, oh yeah, it's game time.
Hell yeah, dude.
So it just made me a better man.
That's a big inspiration to me too.
Yeah, it's huge.
That thought.
It's huge.
Sure.
It's like, do you know how to feed the dog? It's like, you know, if you never taught her how to feed the dog and I always feed the dog, does the dog get fed? Like that's something very small, but it's the same thing. So yeah, it's changed my life.
That's what's hard about that pressure. I'm at a place where I need to get to where it's,
you
know, so it's just like anything can happen. I'm like, oh, and I don't want fear to creep in. I don't allow it to.
I don't think I think that's a healthy fear. I think I've labeled that as like a respect. Like I learned that riding dirt bikes, like you get on a bigger bike and it's not that you're scared. I was never scared. It was just you got to respect it. It's a lot more powerful. It's a lot more this. So it's kind of the same way I would put that. It's like, it's not, I don't fear it at all.
Yeah.
But I respect it enough to know, okay, I need to have my ducks a little bit more in a row.
Yeah.
Because if I leave, she's going to live in a double wide.
I'm just kidding. I always had this belief too, though. It's like, but it's also like, but I'm right there to where they're good.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be good.
Yeah.
You know, and just keep pushing, Joe.
Yep.
And just at least have that security, man. But I also like a lot of, you may disagree, but some people are like, when is the Lord's time to take me? I'm like, nah, Lord, freaking let me ride this out. I got a purpose to fulfill. Let me be here as long as I can. Let me maximize this time here if I have eternity, right?
If you want me to dive in, I will say that it is God's time, and your purpose could be slightly like you could be on the path and pass away at 45.
Yeah.
You had already, like, the reason we're leaving is because we've already lived it.
Yeah.
We just have the human expectations of it.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I have the human expectations of being 95 years old and sitting in a rocking chair and just clocking out.
Yeah.
Could be 65 and him being like, you know what, you've lived it, you've done it. Like, come on, So it is interesting to think.
Yeah.
But I look forward to it.
Yeah. I want to ride this out. I mean, obviously my family and stuff,
and don't get me wrong.
Yeah. No, I know you.
I want to ride it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really real to me too.
Yeah.
Having experienced what I have. And so I think it's just, that's something plays in the back of my head. I'm like, dude, I was right there,
Far more real than I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
So,
I think about mortality a lot. Like with Lydia and I would just be hanging out and I just like would have this bubbly talk and I'd be like, death. She's like, okay, can we change? And I can't help but go that direction. It's such a fascinating thing because it's not the end.
No,
I know that, but it's also like, it is part of this experience,
I completely agree. The older I get, the more I analyze it.
Yeah.
I try not to, because then I get like my blood pressure's back up.
I think it's important to analyze, talk about mortality. We'll cover this another time.
No. That's great. That's
a couple quick questions.
Quick.
I know you got to get out of here. So
rapid fire. Bam. I'm just kidding.
Okay. You talked about rebuilding faith.
Yes.
Real quick, what does building faith look like right now in your life? And would you say it's out of fear or conviction?
It's definitely conviction.
Yeah.
Just because I've read my Bible and I know what is right and what is not, and the way to live, and it was perfectly exemplified for us.
Yeah.
What does it look like? Complete submission for me. I'm a big time, like, I can handle this. I got it all. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it. And I'm learning to get away from that as quickly as possible. Yeah. It's a long journey, but it's full submission. Just like control the controllables. That's the only thing I can worry about. Seek guidance, seek wisdom, but control the controllables.
God gave you the tools.
Yeah, and the hands to use tools.
You got what you need. That's what's been provided, but that's all you can control.
Yeah, and the wisdom to use the tools properly. As well, and that's submission as well. It's just complete. I'm in a dark room. You give me the light, show me where my feet need to go, and that's all I need. And then I can.
Interesting. I want to talk about this more, but we'll dive into this.
Always open.
I'm
nor do I know
exclamation
everything.
Point.
Okay.
I put exclamation point by this one because
I do love that though. That's my favorite conversation to have.
Hell yeah, I'd love to dive into faith, especially since you're like, more open-minded to dive into some stuff with me. I think we just have a good conversation.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
couldn't agree more.
I was talking to my wife and I was like, we're talking about spirituality and religion, its beliefs and stuff, and I was like, talking about my path, and I was like, I feel called to speak on it and be bold about it because like that's part of my brand. It's part of who I am. Right. It's like I want it to live and breathe. So I'll never hide that. And she's like, Joe, the thing is, even if you were like Christian, she's like, you'd probably get more people riled up.
We all experience it with whatever you believe in, but like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. It doesn't matter if you believed in the sky being green. Like somebody's got something to say.
Yeah.
Always. Like it doesn't matter what it is. I've always respected the fact that you stand in your beliefs. Like that's as a man, I think you should. It's conviction, but it's also just like, again, it goes back to the flagpole.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all else fails except this. This
Yeah.
is like, it's the same for me.
You can't move me.
I've
Yeah.
told you before, I'm a professing Jesus believer, but you've strengthened my faith from just how you live your life. I've told you that a million times.
That means a lot.
I hope it does. Like it's like, golly, if this
You're gonna
dude,
make me get emotional.
no, I'll start crying. But I was like, if this guy can do it, what the hell's my problem? You
Yeah.
know, like it's a flag in the ground now.
Yeah.
Like now there's no, all right, well, and it's not my job to tell you you're wrong and vice versa.
Yeah.
But that should show you right there that there's value, that I could look at that and
yeah, improve,
Grow.
or grow. Yeah, that's really cool.
That's
man.
impact.
Thank you
brother.
for that.
No, dude,
Thank
mean
you.
it with my whole heart.
What would you say you're most afraid of right now?
Not a thing in this world, dude.
Hell yeah.
There's nothing that scares me.
I love that.
To a fault, I think. Again, like losing my family would be detrimental to my life. It's not a fear, or I'm not scared of it because it's inevitable.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be me or them. But yeah, I don't. There's not a thing.
Yeah.
The older I get, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
Harder in the sense of like, no, yeah, I'm definitely not scared.
Well, because
Not
your
yet.
faith has grown in so many ways.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
just realize you just got to have the faith. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more firm in my standing than I ever have been as far as just life in general.
Nice.
When I put my feet on the ground, I'm like, oh, it's a good day to have a good day.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What are you proud of that nobody sees?
I mean, my faith would be one of those for sure. From where I was even just a year ago. This is not me being boastful because I don't like it. I like to be humble. But this will probably make me cry too. I'm super just grateful, not just proud, but just grateful to like be a husband and a dad. I never thought I could do it ever. Like never, ever. To tell you 10 years ago, I'd look at me now and be like, you are an idiot.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're still alive. They eat every day. So
It's the best thing in the world.
oh, dude, it's the medal of honor that I'll wear till the day I die. It's sick, dude.
That's the right shit to boast about.
Yeah, it's not. Again, I'm not a perfect.
You get what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. And anyways, yeah,
That's the best. I look at life a lot like dress blues for the military.
Yeah.
They got all the medals on them. Like that would be the number one.
Yeah.
I would point that one out first.
This is my greatest song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time. Every time.
One word for this season.
Dang. One word. Exciting.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. Just, exciting.
Good deal.
I think that would be the best word to describe it. Doesn't feel like it all the time, but definitely just living every day.
Yeah.
And knowing like, wow, never had anything really, it all usually ends up working out, buddy.
I think I've expressed lately it's my excitement a lot, so I could probably get on board with that too.
Yeah, I could get giddy with a 5-minute conversation about just all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Last thing,
I like it.
you know the question, but the answer
Yeah.
may have evolved. What is your relentless pursuit today?
Relentless pursuit.
It
This
evolves,
is why
man.
I come back every time. I don't care about our conversations. It's this question. I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's evolved from the last. I don't remember what I said last time.
I'm gonna make a compilation video, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be awful. No, I'm
I
just
think
kidding.
it'd be cool.
No, my relentless pursuit today is Christ-centered marriage, family, and business, and health.
Perfect.
Health has been added recently, but
Same.
yeah, health and wealth of all of that. Like
Hell yeah.
not just finances, but like a wealthy love of family and faith and all of that.
I love that.
And reach one, teach one.
Yeah.
That's always like that's your mission, dude. Like it's just take my screw ups and make you better. Like that's the sole purpose in this army, baby.
Yeah, man.
Sole purpose in this army.
Thanks for that.
And if
Tyler.
I could just give you some flowers real quick, I couldn't be more proud. I'm like a soccer dad on the field. I'm just like yelling at you. Other times I'm sitting down. Other times I'm yelling at the refs. But I'm like so proud, dude. So proud. It's the coolest shit to ever experience.
Hell yeah.
It's truly evolved me. So
Hell yeah, man.
We benefit from our friendship.
I truly appreciate that, man. And you know, again, that's completely mutual.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, man.
Yeah, dude. This is I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm so grateful for this relationship.
Same.
I love you, dude.
I love you, dude.
Hey, let's shake hands. Appreciate you, brother. All right, guys.
Joe's a
anything
G.
else for him?
Joe's a G. All right. Be relentless. And share the show.
Hell yeah.
All the time.
All right, guys. Till next time. Bro, so good. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned in this show, and honestly in life, is that healing doesn't live in just one lane. Some people find it through addiction recovery, some through therapy, some through faith, some through hard conversations that they've avoided for years, and some for finally being honest about what they're carrying. I started this show to give people a voice, to share real journeys, real struggles, and real growth. And what it's shown me is how many people are walking through similar battles, even if it looks different on the surface. Through this platform, I've been connected with people across so many lanes: addiction recovery, mental health, veterans and first responders, faith, marriage and relationships, trauma, and everything in between. I want to say this clearly. If you're listening right now and you're struggling, please reach out. You don't need to know exactly what you need. You don't need the right words. You don't have to even know exactly where to start. But through my network, I'll do everything I can to get you connected with the right person in the right lane for where you are. That's what this show is about. Real stories, real connection, and reminding people that there is a way forward.